Passover is all about freedom. As we say in Hebrew, me'avdut lecherut. We went from being enslaved people to free people. Now, all around the world today, even here in the United States, and even right here in Los Angeles, physical slavery is a very real threat that needs to be addressed. In addition to that, though, each and every one of us, at some time or another, has experienced a form of spiritual slavery. That is, we're held back from being truly free by things such as judgmentalism, pessimism, negativity in general. So we have to be able to address these things in order to be truly free. The question is, how? Well, the Avodat Yisrael, Rabbi Yisrael Hopstein, a late 18th century Chassidic Rebbe, teaches us that just as we check for Chametz in our homes before Passover, we need to check for Chametz in our souls. Now, the word Chametz comes from the word chamutz, which means fermented. So, for instance, if you have wine, which is desirable and nice, and it goes bad, it goes off, we call it chamutz, or vinegar. Chamutz is related to the word chametz. So, in other words, something that could be good, but has just gone off a little bit, is chametz. So we have to search within our souls for things that have been good and have the potential for being good, but for some reason or another have gone off. So how do we do this check? Well, just as we check our homes for chametz as we prepare for Passover, we're going to check ourselves. We look in our kitchens, we might look in our dining rooms, places where it's common to find chametz. We tend not to have to check in our bedrooms unless you are accustomed to bringing food in your bedroom, and hopefully you don't bring food into the bathroom, so there's no reason to check for chametz there. Similarly, you only have to look for the chametz of your soul in places where you know that you have the custom of maybe not living up to the standards you've set for yourself. So whether it's the way that you talk about or with others, or maybe it's the way that you eat or drink, right? There might be something about yourself that you know is not really the standard that you have for yourself, but right, that's where you want to be looking for your spiritual chametz. Right, you also don't have to worry about looking up really high places or really low places. You don't have to pull your armoire off the wall to check behind it because it's not expected for chametz to go in those places. So similarly, you don't have to worry about little things that maybe you have forgotten. You don't have to beat yourself up and say, oh God, I probably did this and I can't remember, now I feel horrible. Rather, the Avodat Yisrael teaches us you only need to focus on those things which you can remember. And hopefully even those things which you're doing at the moment. Having that awareness and trying to keep the chametz out of those holy spaces. We also don't have an obligation to clean for chametz in other people's homes. You don't go to your friend's house and say, hey, you got a bunch of chametz over there, let me clean that up for you. Similarly, you're not going to go to your friend and point out their flaws. It takes enough energy to clean up your own home and to clean your own soul. There's no reason to have to worry about what other people are doing. Most importantly, whenever you're preparing for Pesach, you don't just clean out all your chametz. First, you have to go through a whole tidying process. Right? You sort out things that you can donate to food pantries. You sort out things that you might throw away. You sort out things that you're going to try to save, set aside in a safe place and sell during the holiday of Passover. So as you do that tidying process, you also have to do a tidying process of your soul, which means you can't just jump right into this process of evaluating yourself. You have to really stop and think and take some time to really consider all the different interactions you have. And then you can really delve deep. Now, I would like to encourage you to do this activity all of this week as you're preparing for Passover, and even at the Passover Seder itself, if you want to take some time, maybe to turn to the people sitting around the Seder table and ask one another, what are some places in your life where you think you might have some spiritual chametz that needs to be cleaned out? I will tell you that the interactions we have with people, the interactions we have with the world, if we hold ourselves back by judgmentalism, by negativity, right, by any form of negative energy, it's not going to really hurt other people as much as it hurts us, as much as it enslaves us from being truly free. So I want to offer you this incredible gift of Passover, not just to be neurotic and to clean up your homes, but to do something truly meaningful and clean up your soul. Wouldn't it be incredible if at the end of Pesach you can say that you truly are free, that you truly feel unbound and being able to love unconditionally for all of God's creation. Ken Yiratzon, so it should be. Chag Sameach.